Picture in your mind's eye a doctor, and what do you see? A stethoscope, maybe, a black bag perhaps, and most definitely a white lab coat. But that last term may be subject for oblivion. Do you know that the majority of medical personnel at some hospitals admit that they change their lab coats less than once a week, even knowing that it's contaminated? Most of the information I'm gathering for you today came from the Pensacola State website located under News and Current Events. Today, I will share with you some interesting facts regarding the doctor's white lab coat. First, we'll take a look into exactly what the background is of the white lab coat. Secondly, we'll discuss that dangerous bacteria exist on white lab coats and they're exposing patients to infections and also more health risks. And third, I'll ask you to agree with me that the American Medical Association should adopt a bare below the elbows law stating that doctors cannot wear white lab coats to help protect their patients from unnecessary bacteria. So first, we'll take a look at the background of the doctor's white lab coat. According to a Newstech article dated February 7th of 2009, perhaps nothing symbolizes the medical field better than the doctor's white lab coat. Medical students even enter the profession with a white coat ceremony, and patients see a doctor in a white lab coat as a trusted authority. An article in the USA Slate on June 19, 2009 indicates that by 1915, physicians working in the hospital have for the most part switched from their usual dress code of streetwear to white coats and white pants. Historically, the doctors made this switch and wore white coats after the barrier against infections and potentially dangerous diseases. However, that assumption has been contradicted recently by numerous studies showing that doctors' white lab coats host bacteria and promote the spread of dangerous infections. An article from the Six Wise newsletter dated July 22, 2009 states that in the United States, there are more than 2 million hospital-acquired infections every year. According to the NNIS, System of the Centers for the Control of Disease and Prevention, this results in an additional 17,500 to 70,000 deaths in every year and the expenditure of over $4.5 billion. An article by the Wall Street Journal dated June 12, 2009 asserts that although there has been no conclusive evidence that links infected cups to any of these deaths, studies have been proved to show that dangerous and antibiotic-resistant bacteria do in fact reside on the hospital and healthcare providers' white coat sleeves and can thrive there for up to 56 days. In addition, the Wall Street Journal reported that 65 of their medical personnel at the University of Maryland said that they changed their white lab coats less than once a week, even knowing that it was contaminated. Furthermore, 15% admitted that they changed them less than once a month. Additionally, the Orlando Sentinel reported on January 5, 1992, that the doctors who wear their white coats more than once a week without washing them may be exposing their patients to infectious bacteria. In a study of 100 British doctors in different medical research studies, research found that the longer the coat was worn, the more likely it was to be contaminated with Staphylococcus bacteria. This bacteria causes abscesses, heart and blood infections, and also pneumonia. An article in the Virtual Mentor of April 2007 also reports that a depiction of a physician in a white coat is indeed the symbol of medicine. But the image of the white coat has also become so intimidating that many physicians and psychiatrists choose to wear their normal clothing in an attempt to relieve the anxiety of the patients that they are seeing. According to an article that was dated July 26, 2009, by the Deseret News, the term white coat syndrome is used to describe an unrepresentative high blood pressure reporting due to a patient's anxiety that comes from them seeing a doctor in a white coat. According to an article in the MedCity News on July 13, 2009, health systems globally are scrutinizing white coats to stop the spread of infections. Institutions worry that long-sleeve coats and other attire can pick up these infections and bacteria and transport them from one patient to another. Furthermore, there's also some telling evidence of what happens once a white coat or scrub leaves the hospital setting and are mixed within the regular environment. Infections after cesarean births went down more than 50% after St. Mary's Health Center in St. Louis, Missouri gave medical providers hospital-bonded scrubs and required them to not wear one, but 2 layers of gloves while doing their procedures. At Monroe Hospital in Bloomington, Indiana, most hospital infections are nearly non-existent due to them providing all their staff scrubs that may not be worn outside of the building. Healthcare providers also carry dangerous germs into the public by wearing their scrubs and white coats to restaurants or on public transportation. In conclusion, the days of iconic white coats may be numbered. The American Medical Association, also known as the AMA, concerned over the spread of infection, is considering a white coat ban for something a little more casual and a lot less dangerous. The measure would urge hospitals to adopt a dress code affair below the elbows to avoid carrying bacteria between patients via the coat sleeve. Some Europeans have already altered their dress codes and have already considered to do this ban, and it's time now for the American Medical Association to follow through and do the same ban and urge their patients or their doctors to wear normal clothing that bears below the elbows in comparison to the white coats in order to decrease the risk of infection and to better secure the safety of their patients.